My mom asked me not to call her mom in public. We were standing at the entrance of her new job, an upscale restaurant in a shopping mall. I was 11 years old, and it was the first time I visited her since she moved out. I had been living with my dad for a week because, according to her new schedule didn't allow her to take care of me. But that Saturday, she invited me out for lunch. I put on my best clothes and waited for her message to head out. She picked me up with a quick smile and told me we'd walk. I wanted to hug her, but she kept looking around. She barely touched my head. When we entered the restaurant, everything was shiny. People were well dressed, and the servers greeted my mom with respect. I was excited. I thought she'd introduce me as her daughter, but she didn't. Just follow me and don't say anything weird, okay? She whispered. We sat at a table in the back. She chatted with everyone, even joked with one of the cooks, but barely looked at me. When one of her coworkers came over and asked who I was, she answered, "Oh, she's a friend's daughter. I'm watching her today." I froze. I forgot how to breathe. The woman smiled, said something polite, and walked away. I stared at my mom. I thought it had been a mistake, but she looked at me. Serious. "Don't make that face. I don't want problems at work," she said. "Problems?" I asked. "You don't understand. They don't know I have a daughter here. I don't want them to start talking or making things up." I held back my tears. I didn't understand why she was ashamed of me. She asked me not to make a scene. We ate in silence. When we finished, she took me to a clothing store and bought me a blouse. She said that would cheer me. I just nodded. I didn't speak anymore. I just wanted to go home. In the end, she walked me back to my dad's place. On the way, she said, "Don't tell your dad about this. I don't want any trouble." That was the first day I felt like my mom was hiding me, and it wasn't the last. Weeks later, she invited me out again, but this time she told me not to wear my school uniform because it looked too childish. She asked me to do my hair differently and not to call her mom the whole time. She said people could misinterpret things. At a cafe, she ran into a man. She told me he was a customer from the restaurant. I was bored, so I got up and went to the bathroom. When I came back, I overheard the man asking her, "And the little girl? Is she your sister?" She laughed and said, "No, she's just a neighbor. Her mom asked me to watch her." I stopped in my tracks. I couldn't believe it. I walked up and she looked nervous. She gestured for me not to say anything. I sat down. The man chatted with me a bit and left. She apologized. She said it was just easier that way. I started to hate weekends with her. Every time we went out, I was a neighbor, a niece, someone she knew. I was never her daughter. On my 12th birthday, she promised we'd spend the day together. I got excited. I woke up early, got ready, waited for hours. She never came. At 3 p.m., she texted me, "I can't make it. A meeting came up. Sending you a huge hug. I promise I'll make it up to you." I cried the whole day. The next day, she brought me a cake. She told me not to be dramatic, that she was busy. I started to shut down. I stopped calling her, stopped replying. And then one day she came to find me crying. "Why don't you talk to me anymore? Did I do something to you?" I just looked at her. "Don't you remember?" I said. "You're the one who didn't want me to call you mom. You erased me." She went silent. She said she was stressed, afraid of losing her job, that she didn't want people to judge her. "You don't understand what it's like to be a single mom," she said. "You're right," I replied. "I don't, but I do understand what it feels like to be rejected by your own mother."